Australia's nationalism through anthems. An anthem is an enthusiastic song that represents the values and ideals of a particular group of people. Australians have two official national anthems and one unofficial. These are Waltzing Matilda, which is unofficial, God Save the King or Queen, and Advance Australia Fair. The latter is official. They are interchangeable and performed at national and sporting events alike. God Save the Queen was the national anthem for several hundred years, before it was lost to Advance Australia Fair in a national competition. Now it is just the royal anthem, which is played whenever there is a royal dignitary at Augustine Arne and James Oswald, and was first sung in 1745. And it ended its reign as being the national anthem of Australia in 1984. The song talks about how the people would love for their royal dignitary to be saved, so that the person may reign over their country. The song has vibes of war, but it really expresses the devotion to the United Kingdom. There are several versions of this song, each one for a special occasion. There's one for peacetime, wartime, and commemorating a life of a royal dignitary. Advance Australia Fair, the national anthem of Australia. It was written by Peter Dodds McCormick. It became the national anthem in the 1970s, but went on a hiatus, and then later became the national anthem officially in 1984. The song was first sung at the Commonwealth of Australia's inauguration in 1901. Nationalistic and captures the essence of what Australia stands for. Advance Australia was voted on in the 1970s, and it pays tribute to the King and Queen, with mention of the Commonwealth and the travel that was embarked by others to their great land. Since the institution of the song as being the national anthem song, and that the nation could actually put themselves to sleep in conjunction with the music being played in the background, there has been debate for over 10 years in regards to the Advance Australia Fair to no longer be the official anthem. Waltzing Matilda is by far one of the most famous Australia tunes. A.B. Patterson, or banjo time, and he was considered to be an expert on bush ballads. He is the composer. The song was created in 1895 and is about a person traveling on foot with a small satchel, or a Matilda. The song has so much meaning that there is actually a museum called the Waltzing Matilda. No official lyrics, but having several variations. The song is a fixture to Australia and played more than the official anthems combined. It was the official song at the 2000 Summer Olympics in Sydney. The song is about a sheep shearer who is traveling with all his belongings, and he steals a sheep. The sheep owner comes with the police and interrogates the man. He then proceeds to commit suicide so as to not be punished for his crimes for stealing. It is said that he now haunts the land in which the coolabah tree sits. During the First and Second World War, the song was sung by the Australian Army, known as the Diggers, both abroad and at home. It was a song that brought forth hope to the troops. Waltzing Matilda looks at the olden days, when Australians and Aborigines lived off the land. All three songs seem to be represented all in each other, as well as in the current national anthem of Australia, which the Australians feel more comfortable and more at home with. This dislike for the song creates a great tension that is being constantly disputed. Some Australians feel that they should stay loyal and true to the Queen, and feel that it is their best representation of the country, while others feel that Waltzing Matilda sums up the important aspects and expresses their concern for those within their borders. The song in which is most synonymous He was momentarily exiled for his sexuality and created this song after Australia eased up on its homosexual policies during the 1980s. The song has been played with the national airlines Qantas, and it was propelled to fame. It has been translated into several indigenous languages, and I feel it does a better job of representing Australia than any of the actual anthems. The song Still Call Australia Home represents the ideals of every Australian, talking about the rich diversity that is present within the borders. It talks about the natural beauty of the land and how the countrymen who still live there feel attached, and those that are abroad feel that they are never far from home. And it addresses nationalism to a T. Together. Having several songs being known as anthems only ensures that no one person feels excluded from their country and leads to pride for their country, and their songs all adequately being known as being the national song. In conclusion, anthems for Australia can range far and few in between, from songs created in the 1700s to present day, all of which have been able to adequately express the joys and admiration that the Australians feel for their own country.